Hello class, let us begin a new poem, The Joy of Writing by Wislawa Symborska, who is a Polish poet. And in this video, I am going to read the poem and explain the meanings of the difficult words, and let us try to understand the structure of this poem. So as you see, this poem, being a modern poem, is irregular in structure. I read the poem. What the stanza first. Why does this written doe? Doe is female rabbit or deer or hare. Okay. Kalvit, harin. Why does this written doe bound through these written woods? Woods are the forests or jungles. For a drink of written water from a spring. Spring is Udha, whose surface will Xerox. Xerox is to make a copy. Whose surface will Xerox her soft muzzle. The projecting jaws and nose of an animal. So that is the muzzle. चेहऱ्याचा समोरचा भाग, जबडा वगैरे. Why does she lift her head? She is the doe. Why does she lift her head? Does she hear something? Perched. To perch is a verb that means to sit on or to stand, to sit on something. Perched on four slim legs, borrowed from the truth. She pricks up her ears. To prick means to stand erect. इथं कान टवकारणे. She pricks up her ears beneath my fingertips. Silence. This word also rustles. Rustle. A verb that means to make a sound like dry leaves or paper moving. पानांची सळसळ, चरचर आवाज. Rustles across the page and parts the boughs. Parts is to separate. The boughs, फांद्या, branches. That have sprouted. Sprout, to begin to grow. That have sprouted from the word woods. Again the forest. So this is the first stanza. The second stanza, lying in wait, set to pound. Lying, पडलेलं असणे. Wait, वाट पाहत असणे. Set to pounce. Pounce, to attack somebody or something by jumping suddenly. अचानकपणे झेप घेणे, हल्ला करणे. Set to pounce on the blank page. कोरपान. Are letters up to no good? Letters, अक्षर. No good, useless. Are letters up to no good? Clutches of clauses. Clutch, to hold something tightly. Clutch means clutches of clauses, so subordinate. Subordinate clause. उपवाक्य म्हणतो ना आपण. They will never let her get away. So this is the second stanza. The third stanza. Each drop of ink contains a fair supply of ink. शाई लिहिण्याची. Fair supply. Enough. More than enough. Supply, पुरवठा. Of hunters. कशाचा पुरवठा? Of hunters, शिकारी. Equipped with, टू बी इक्विप्ड विथ म्हणजे सुसज्ज असणे. To have weapons, equipped with squinting eyes, squinting, looking at something with partially closed eyes, एखाद्या गोष्टीकडे डोळे अर्धवट मिटून पाहणे. Squinting eyes behind their sights. Prepared to swarm, swarm म्हणजे कीटकांचा थवा, मधमाशांचा थवा. To large group of insects moving together, especially the bees. Prepared to swarm the sloping pen at any moment. Sloping, slope, उतार. लिहिताना पेन कशी असते? उताराला असते. The sloping pen at any moment. Surround the door and slowly aim their guns. Aim, निशाणा लावणे. So this is the third stanza. Now let us go to the fourth stanza. They forget that what's here isn't life. Other laws, kaide, black on white obtain. The twinkling of an eye. Will take as long as I say, and will, if I wish, divide into tiny eternities. Tiny, small eternities forever. The time which has no end. Full of bullets, bullets. बंदुकीचे काडतूस गोळ्या. Full of bullets stopped in mid-flight. Mid-flight म्हणजे बंदुकीची गोळी सुटलेली आहे समजा बंदुकीमधून, पण मध्येच हवेत थांबणे. Mid-flight. Not a thing will ever happen unless I say so. Without my blessing, Ashirwad, not a leaf will fall. Not a blade of grass, गवताचं पातं, will bend beneath, हे weak झालंय, but actually ते will असायला पाहिजे. Will be bend beneath that little hoofs, full stop. Hoof, hard part of the foot of horses or some other animals. घोड्याचे खुरं म्हणतो आपण. So this is the fourth stanza. Now the fifth and the last stanza, fifth and last but one stanza. Is there then a world where I rule absolutely, to rule, राज्य करणे, absolutely, totally, absolutely on fate, a time I bind with chains of signs. Signs, चिन्ह. हिअर द वर्ड्स, चेन्स, साखळदंड. बेंड, बांधून टाकणे, बंदी बनवणे. अँड एक्झिस्टन्स, अस्तित्व. एक्झिस्टन्स बिकम एंडलेस ॲट माय बिडिंग. ऑर्डर, बिडिंग इज ऑर्डर. नाउ द लास्ट स्टॅन्झा. द जॉय ऑफ रायटिंग, द पॉवर ऑफ प्रिझर्विंग. प्रिझर्व, एखादी गोष्ट जशाला तशी ठेवणे, शाबूत ठेवणे. द पॉवर ऑफ प्रिझर्विंग. रिव्हेंज ऑफ अ मॉर्टल हँड. मॉर्टल, मर्त्य, अशी गोष्ट की ज्या गोष्टीला मरण आहे. रिव्हेंज, सूट. सो दिस इज द लास्ट स्टॅन्झा. सो हिअर इज अ very interesting poem by a woman poet, by a Polish poet, The Joy of Writing by Wislawa Symborska. And whatever you find on this page is related to writing and words and the process of writing and how the writer is the ruler of this world on page, how the writer is like God, how the writer creates everything here. Nothing happens here that is not allowed by the writer. So everything has to happen by the poet's order. Poet is the creator here, and that's why the title is The Joy of Writing. So tomorrow I'll explain the images in the poem, and let us see what meaning, what themes we get from this reading with the help of an analysis of images used in the poem, and I will also talk about the background of this poem and who the poet was, where she lived, and what environment was actually there in her life. Thank you.